Welcome to the autumn of the north. I have arrived to a remote island in the archipelago of Finland to survive with no tent and only simple equipment. Let's go. To build a primitive log hut, I start by chopping up a lot of dead trees I find at my campsite. I sharpen the ends of my corner poles so I can stick them into the ground. Here you can see I've left some branches on my logs in order to easily attach the next pieces with some string. Today is a pretty warm and sunny day in the autumn, so I almost need to take off my wool sweater. However, the night will be pretty cool. Let's get the shelter ready before that. As you can see, the two of my corner poles are actual trees. They provide a very solid support for my shelter and save me a lot of time. Now the remaining roof is easily built by placing on more logs to start with. I just need to head back up to cut up several more logs. It's getting dark as I place my last log. The sun has set. The shelter is not yet ready, but will provide some cover from moisture, and I will not get immediately wet if there is light rain. Now it is time to get cozy for the evening. I make a small fire, have a snack, and fall asleep underneath the starry sky. The next morning, it is time to get up and finish the shelter. I start by waterproofing the roof to some degree, by gathering a lot of moss from the forest floor. It's not perfect yet, but I trust I'll come up with something better later. Now back to chopping wood. I'll need plenty of logs to place all around the shelter as walls. It should only take around an hour to do that. To use my logs more efficiently, it is possible to split them in two. Sometimes it is easy, but these logs were not easy to split, so I just did that for 1 or 2 logs. The hut is starting to look pretty cozy. These walls will provide significant shelter from the wind and make me feel safe when sleeping. Time for a quick break, some fruit and cheese. As I gather more and more logs for the walls, the wind picks up. The scenery is beautiful and I'm happy to be surrounded by nature. Once in a while, I go inside the shelter to do a vibe check. How does it feel? I need to make a change and put the door right here. So I replace these logs on the other side. Awesome, the shelter is mostly completed now. The sun is shining, it is time to start setting up for the evening. I make a proper campfire first from the stones I pick up from the beach. I'll start by making some ginger tea that I can drink together with my steak later. While the kettle is on, I head to the other side of the island to grab plenty of dry reeds. I'm gonna use these to make a warm and comfortable bed inside the shelter. I grab my trusty cast iron pan, add some butter to prepare for frying the steak. I've salted the steak before heading out, so it has become quite tender and is perfectly fresh despite being out in relatively warm weather. The 5-star camping meal is completed. Time to enjoy. I put a lot of honey into my ginger drink, so this is pretty much my complete meal for tonight. Day 3. I wake up to a glorious sunrise. The sea is foggy early in the morning, and the air is fresh and cool. I grab my fishing rod and almost catch a perch this morning. I'll get one next time. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.